Hello everyone. Today's topic is the rise of nationalism in Europe, class 10. In this class we are going to discuss about the how the nationalism rises in the Europe. So what are the causes happens in this nationalism? Have you seen this Statue of Liberty? It is one of the most enduring symbols of the United States of America. It shows it like it emerged from the circumstances where the basic rights of people were being denied vehemently. That means very great feeling they denied. This makes the Statue of Liberty a perfect symbol of freedom. And the concepts of liberty, equality, fraternity were the touchstones of the French Revolution. Here you can see this picture in 1848. The French artist Frederic Sorio he prepared a series of four prints visualizing his dream of the world made up of democratic and social republics. If you look carefully, Sorio shows that people from different countries and all walks of life that marching towards the Statue of Liberty, each of them wearing their national costume and carrying revolutionary flags. The countries leading to procession are the United States and Switzerland. They are followed by the French people carrying the revolutionary tricolor flag. So procession means that is nothing but they are the number of people are moving forward. Here French has just reached the Statue of Liberty, and here the French Revolution is personified. And one more thing is the liberty is shown as a female figure. She bears a torch of enlightenment in one hand and the charter of the rights of the man in another. And you can observe on the earth in the foreground of the image lie the shattered remains. That means shattered remains are nothing but broken pieces into many small, like a broken into many small pieces, some kind of the shattered. That means it destroyed of the symbols of absolutist institution. They destroyed the absolutist institutions symbols. They destroyed in the foreground. Here we do have one more doubt that what is mean by absolutist institutions. Absolutist institutions are nothing but an absolutist institution is generally a form of government in which all the power is vested in one authority or in the or we can say one ruler. One ruler has all authority. For example, I say King Christian VIII, he is a moderate reformer, but even also he is an absolutist. And this is shown in the form of shattered remains. People are there conveying that absolutist institutions coming to an end. In Sorio's utopian vision, here, utopian is an ideal society, and utopian vision refers to producing such society. Another remarkable part of this print is the angels, saints, and Christ, who are looking at these groups of people. It seems that they are showering their blessings on them. In this picture, Sorio has used Christ and the angels to emphasize the fraternity among the nations of the world. And you can observe two flags leading the procession way past the Statue of Liberty are the United States and Switzerland, which by this time were already nation states. Following the German people are the people of Austria, the Kingdom of the Two Sicilies, Poland, England, Ireland, Hungary, and Russia. They have been used by the artists to symbolize fraternity among the nations of world. During the 19th century, nationalism emerged as a force and it brought about changes in the political and mental world of Europe. The end result of these changes was the emergence of nation state. Nation state is a state in which great majority shares the same culture and is conscious of it. It is an ideal in which cultural boundaries matching with the political boundaries. So, The end result was the emergence of these nation states in the place of multinational dynastic empires of the Europe. So here again multinational dynastic empires of the Europe uh, refers to those empires in which dynasties after dynasties rulers were coming to rule like a multiple nations. For a better example, I'll say Habsburgs and Bourbon dynasties. Now, these both dynasties got hold of the titles of different countries. Like Bourbon ruled Spain. You can see in this map yellow in color, that is Kingdom of Spain. Like 1700 here, 1700 until 1931. They ruled France until 1792, and again from 1814 to 1830, and two Sicilies until 1860. So these many years the Bourbon ruled the so many multiple nations. So the same thing Habsburgs also, like Habsburgs monarch ruled Spain and Austria until 1700, as well as some other smaller states also. So here you can observe this picture, Bourbon family tree. Multinational empire refers to a dynasty rulers, multiple nations that are connected only via their monarch's bloodline. So these are the uh, main family trees you can observe in this Bourbon dynasty. Coming to the introduction of rise of nationalism, so the end result was emerged of the nation state in the place of multinational dynastic empire of the Europe. In a nation state, majority of its citizens and rulers came to develop a sense of common identity and shared their history. This commonness did not exist from time immemorial, and it was forged through struggles and the actions of leaders and common people. The concept and practices of the modern state, in which a centralized power exercised sovereign control over a clearly defined territory, and territory had been developing over a long period of time in Europe. So here we can say sovereign control, that is complete control has for example, I say in India, India is a sovereign nation. That is, Indian government has complete authority. That means complete hold of administration of entire country. So this is meaning of sovereign control. And so this concept and practice of modern state in which we had a centralized power, they exercised sovereign control over a clearly defined territory had been developing over a long period of time in Europe. So, this chapter will look at all diverse process through which nation states and nationalism came into being in 19th century in Europe. With this, I am going to end this topic. I hope you this class is informative. Thank you for the watching.